Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound today, Sandy Alcantara.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Digging in, Yandy Diaz. Outside low. And away we go this afternoon. The 1-0. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Inside, just missed. Fastball for a strike.
3-2.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Lau at the plate. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Alcantara, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. One out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. And there's the strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Righty delivers. There's a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's
in plenty of time to first. Rays retired in order. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Miami, and our starting pitcher here today, Shane McClanahan. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. He's got the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. And
that's
ball 1. Falling behind 2-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. Tries the bare hand, and it gets by him. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. That one outside, and it's 1-0. That clips the corner. Edwards gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that's outside. Right through there for a strike. Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him swinging.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jonah Bride.
Let's go, Jonah. This is our house, Tampa.
That's outside. 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Tag. Save. Jansen too late with the throw.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Man on second, 2 down. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing in the Miami first. We played an inning in South Florida. No score on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Top of the second. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. Alcantara back to work. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Alcantara, 29 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And that one is downstairs. 1-1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Just missed.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And a slider misses down and away. That's down and in.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, one away.
Runner!
There goes the runner. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Next one misses, and it's 1-2. No score here in the second. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one the other way. Edwards over to second, and that's 2. So they make short work of him there. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. And a curve is down and in.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just missed. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Slap the other way, foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
So digging in, Dane Myers. That finds the mark on the inside corner. One down, base is empty. Ground ball, left side. Throws to first, and that quickly 2 away. Davison de los Santos now at the plate. That one's in there, 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Got him. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on now to the top of the third. No score. On to the third inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Jose Caballero. And there's a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the catch for the out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios.
Come on, Sandman.
And that one fouled off. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's outside. Next offering is downstairs. Way high. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. Runner on at first with one gone. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's in there at the knees.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Top of the third, no score. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Yandy Diaz now. Struck out swinging his first time. Hard hit right side. Throws to first in time. Third out. One left for Tampa, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. Swing and a high fly ball left field. DeLuca makes the grab, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Nick Fortes digs in now. Check swing, called strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to first, 2 away.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
So the lineup flips over, and up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
Let's go, Xavier.
This one in the air, right field. Low makes the catch, and that'll do it. On to the fourth, still scoreless. And we're back, and now it's Brandon Lau. First pitch just misses.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Just missed. Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. And strike 2. And now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Caught him looking for the K. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Myers hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Danny Jansen to hit here. He reached on a walk his first time. Foul ball there. And that is out of play. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. 4th inning underway, no score. And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. The Rays strand just the 1, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Miami, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Connor Norby. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. On the ground to third. Over to Diaz. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right
now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And he chases that one. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Jonah Bride, the next to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That misses. Ball one. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Miami down in order. Still no score. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we go to the top of the 5th. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Alcantara back to work. Aranda measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now it's going to be Jose Caballero. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Richie Palacios getting ready to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. And that ball is out of here. All muscle to center field. The Rays strike first. It's 1-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Johnny DeLuca. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. The Rays leading on the solo homer. That's in there, and the count 1-1. Out to center, Hill. And that'll do it. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
A little bit low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And there's 1 away. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Fastball for a strike. Home team down a run as the Rays try and punch back down a run. That one the other way. Loud. The throw to first, and they get the out.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those hitters, but the swings are defensive. And that's a real indicator, along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. That's towards center. DeLuca has this one sized up. Nabs it. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Popped up. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Lau in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Outside corner. Got him looking.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Next to hit, Junior Caminero. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Diaz at first, one gone. Little chopper rolls foul. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And well, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one to first. And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Ball one there. Activity in the bullpen. Ronnie Enriquez preparing to come on if needed. Nardi, the lefty, warming up as well. 2 on, 2 outs. That's a little bit low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble coming home. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score, and they're up by 3.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good, and that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Sandy Alcantara won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Andrew Nardi taking over on the mound.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out. At the plate, Jose Caballero. Fouled off, he was late. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now here is Derek Hill.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ripped to short. Over to Diaz. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And here is Nick Fortes. Grounded out his first time.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. The Fish trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. That one missing inside.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a good eye there.
I thought he'd bite right there. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. The shortstop takes a ball. And a swing and a miss there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Breaking ball misses down and away.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. DeLuca pulls it in on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The next pitch misses, and 1-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that one upstairs. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
That one drilled left field. Palacios makes the grab on the run. One left for Miami. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. And that's a little bit high. Ball one. He was late there. Strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. He goes down looking. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. Bunting for a hit. And that's just foul. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Up and in, and the count 1-2. That one just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And now it's filled up. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Diaz, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
He swings and fouls one off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Nothing doing for Tampa, but they lead it 3-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now it's the second baseman, Jonah Bride, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
And that skips into dirt.
1-2. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That
3
one
balls,
missed.
2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Edwin Uceta is forced to the mound after the injury. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And that's the first out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So up next, Matt Mervis. And misses inside.
Look out for the double play.
Next offering in there for a strike.
1-1.
And it's 1-1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen appears to be getting loose. Clevenger, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering way off the plate. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
So digging in, Dane Myers has grounded out a couple of times. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball one. Mervis at second with two down.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Fouled off down the right side.
Counts full.
In the dirt. Runner at second, two down. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Anthony Veneziano.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Rays, Brandon Lau. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Ronnie Enriquez. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Martinez getting cranked up as well.
Come on, Miami. Nope, that's off the plate.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Misses off the plate. Full count, 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and he can't come up with it. And they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Veneziano, a tall lefty, 27 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2019. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way
Two
high
balls,
with that
2
one.
strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. 1 for 3. Soft contact in the air, and that's a base hit into left field. And that extends the inning. Here's the catcher, Danny Jansen. Snap throw to first, and he just got his hand in there. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That misses. 2-0. And a strike in there. Inside. 3 balls and a strike.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Jonathan Aranda now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the corner. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one is upstairs. First and second, 2 down. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Rays 3 and the Marlins nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Garrett Clevenger. So now the DH spot, Davison De Los Santos.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So up next, Derek Hill. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. And that one is inside, ball 1. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swings through that one. Gets to it on to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
And here is Nick Fortes in there for strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Good eye in that spot.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. And the Marlins down quietly. Still down 3-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ronnie Enriquez.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jose Caballero digs in now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed. And that drops in for a strike. The other way, and foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. On the ground, right side to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. He's already homered in this game. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and he's out.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
The 1-0. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. And down 2-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. And he swings over the top there. Throw to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. Rays 3 and the Marlins nothing. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Edwards leading things off and takes a strike. The 0-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. That's way outside. Now 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Marlins down to their final out. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The Rays trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one fouled off. Fairbanks is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.